Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Behind the Groove podcast. I am DJ Keo.
And I am Basil Barrington, and we are back. We are back because Foundation is back, season
Yes.
3. Wow. They gave us one episode last week. We finished the episode this week. So we're going to review
Yeah.
2 episodes today. The
We're getting
first
back to
two
back. Yeah.
episodes. Yes, back to back. Wow, man. Listen, it's
Mhm,
so weird because two of my favorite shows are now airing season 3.
mhm,
Foundation, which is my
mhm.
second favorite show. You want to know what my
Yeah.
first favorite show is?
What's the first favorite show?
The Gilded Age on HBO Max, dude. That joint, The Gilded Age, man, is off the
I have
hizzy.
yet to watch this thing. I've heard about it, and I'm like, it's on my list.
It's a
I have a
period
long list of
drama.
stuff. I got a bunch of movies. I got a bunch of stuff to watch.
It's
It's
a
on the
period
list.
drama, man. You know, you can get into it too because it's very well
Mhm,
written. I mean, like something can be so not in my realm, but if it's written well, then I'm all for it.
mhm.
But we're here to talk about
Yeah, yeah,
Foundation, season number 3, episodes 1 and 2. Keo,
yeah.
let me just ask you this here. So the mule, right? Because this is all like
Yes.
season 3 is all about the mule, not unless he's going to be gone, canceled, midpoint,
Mule's not gonna be Mule's a problem. Mule's a
mule's a
giant
problem.
problem, right?
So, this is the thing that's sort of interesting. He's a metallic. He is the
Mhm.
most powerful metallic, but it
Yes.
also seems like he is the most powerful person in the galaxy.
Yes.
Are you getting that?
I get the vibe that he's clever and, because he has these powers, it makes him super dangerous. Like somebody who's, that has the power to talk to people and, get what he wants,
Yeah.
but also understands what the hell's going on. Because,
Mhm.
like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's usually one or the other. Like, you're really smart, have no abilities. You have abilities, but you're stupid. Like, it's always one or the other. This guy has both of these things together. So that's what makes him dangerous. He understands what the hell is going on. He knows what the foundation is. He knows what they're trying to do. He recognizes the empire is going down the tubes.
Yeah.
So he's like, "This is my chance." And
So,
he's right. It's
yeah.
100%. He's right.
So is he the most powerful metallic because Tellum is dead? Because I think she even feared him, right?
Yeah. Well, I don't. Well, I don't know. I got.
I think she
I
feared
think
him.
that
She
yeah,
feared him.
but
Mhm.
100% that the mule is the most powerful metallic. That's
Wow.
100%.
Mhm.
But like I don't know if she feared him. I guess maybe she sensed he was coming, but that's like 500 years in the future, or how
Yeah.
many years in the future. So
Wow.
like I don't know, but yeah, like the mule is such a interesting character, and I like that they made him because like they make people like unlikable and stupid,
Yeah, right.
and he's
Like a
not
villain.
stupid. You can tell he's not dumb. He's a
Yeah.
smart guy.
It's always a villain who's so angry and want to get revenge that they don't see the whole picture clearly. You know what I'm
Yeah, yeah,
saying?
yeah. That's perfect example. Big picture. He sees
Yeah,
big picture.
exactly. And I always rail on villains like that. It's like, dude, villains got to have
Mhm.
code. I want a villain to have some
Yeah, yeah,
code. Just like this is
yeah.
our code, this is our honor code as villains, yada yada yada.
Mhm.
The mule seems like highly intelligent, like you were saying, and man, this
Mhm.
guy is. But you know what? Here's the other thing, right? So,
Yeah.
in the first episode, he went on to Calgon, right? Which is a beautiful
Mhm.
planet, right? It's beautiful, right? It's just like, wow,
Yeah.
now you're starting to see like cities and everything else built up,
Mhm.
skyscrapers, the whole nine, right? And so he went there and he just used this like metallic powers. He was just like, boom, you know what? You guys want to kill
Dude, that was
yourself.
wild, man.
That was
That
crazy,
was
right?
wild.
My man
Dude,
bit
when
his
he
finger
took
off to
like a
take
big
his
yeah, I was
ring.
just about to say that.
Yeah.
Because you're trying to show like this guy's a G, you need to be scared of him. And like, those ships shooting each other, like, all right, that's cool. When he bit his finger off, I was like, oh, okay.
And
Oh,
and
this could be a tough road right here.
and then he said, "You can shoot yourself
Tell
whenever."
me what.
You know,
Whatever.
he was like, "Dude, I'm not trying to do this right now. I'm shooting myself right now. I'm offing myself, right?" And I'm like, "So he's on this planet." And
Mhm.
so like in the second episode, just to like sort of piggyback off of
Yeah, you mean his
Calvin,
daughter, man.
right? He has a
It's
daughter.
crazy.
And I'm just like, I mean,
Crazy.
okay, you know how I feel about kids being like sort of
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
stuff done to
But
them in
I
movies.
in their defense, this one's brainwashed, so they you get with this kind of creepy kind of thing going on.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know. I got uneasy looking at it. I was like, oh, this is
Like, what
weird.
is it?
Like,
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, yeah.
I don't, you know what? That will not happen. You know why? Because this is
Mhm.
Apple TV. That's why it won't
Oh yeah,
happen.
no, 100%.
You
They're not
know.
gonna go there. But like, I was thinking about like, what if this was on HBO? They would have gone there 100%. It would been
Hmm.
some really weird stuff, and they would
It's
have done it.
yeah, so it's so um it seems like the mule, he's sort of like checking out the land, checking out the landscape, like, okay,
He's making his chess
right,
pieces.
what's going on in the Foundation? What's going on Trantor, with the Cleons and everything
Mhm,
else, the Empire? And he's just like, he's being very strategic right now. I know we're 2 episodes in, but it seems like he's
mhm.
being really strategic. Now, what about your boy Day, the crackhead?
Day is I've never been so annoyed with somebody in my life, a character.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, wake up, bro. Like, the hell's wrong with you?
And Day was
Oh,
like
here's the
my
thing.
favorite character.
Yeah, yeah, I like Day a lot too. That's why it
Hmm.
was bothering me. But like, you gotta think about it like this, right? So here's the person that you recognize his space in the universe,
Hmm.
and he's the all powerful top of the pyramid, if you will, for as far as these guys have known each other for hundreds of years. Everybody looks at this guy as top of the pyramid, and he just gave up, man. He gave up on life.
He was like,
Grew a beard. He's out
got
here doing
fat.
crack.
He got fat, dude, because like Lee Pace, like in
Yeah, yeah,
seasons one and two,
he's very muscular.
he was
Yeah.
doing that yoga, like thinning himself out, like, ripping himself
Hmm.
up, getting lean. And now he has like, he's still like beefy and everything. But I'm like, so
Yeah,
here he
he's got the
is.
beer belly, man.
Yeah. So here he is walking around like with a robe on, with no clothes on, drinking beer, snorting whatever
Doing the
he's
most.
snorting, the whole nine. And he's doing all this because he's about to be
Mhm.
derobed. And then, you know,
Yeah,
um,
he's gonna go to
Dusk
the end of
is
the line, number 3.
Dawn is gonna be, yeah. So now,
Yeah.
what's really interesting is so he wants no part of it. He's like, dude, I don't care about this, like the mule and everything else and like the prime radiant. Dude, I'm like gonna be gone in 4 days. I don't even
Yeah,
care,
yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
So I'm just like, okay, so his character, like thus far, is kind of annoying, and we know he's gonna
He's
go
very
away.
annoying.
Yeah, he's gonna go away
Yeah.
at some point. But he's just like, doing his little drugs, like, just
Mhm.
betting all types of women and stuff. And I'm just like, wow, this is
You know what?
crazy.
That's interesting. Like, he went to gamble, but he's trying to lose.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing, like, do feel like Empire, like, their Day especially, he's very smart about his surroundings and how to read people. So I think he could easily beat these guys in whatever card game they're playing, and he's trying to lose on purpose.
And
And so,
giving
like,
up
I thought, like,
stuff.
why would you do that? But, like,
Hmm.
when somebody has nothing to live for, he's just like, what does losing feel like? I don't know. Like, hey, let me give that a shot.
Yeah.
Let me hang out with these guys, man. Was it like soldiers? Where were they?
They would do, I
They're
was about to say, right? That was a pretty cool scene because, in
mhm,
Empire, Cleon went to, that was the barracks. I can't remember the name of the barracks, but they were in the barracks.
mhm,
So he was in a
mhm.
barracks with the soldiers. Like they were just chilling off duty, drinking, playing cards, the whole nine. And he was there. And I was just like, we should have saw that when he was like the cool Day. You know what I'm saying? Just like, yo, I'm gonna go hang out with my
Yeah,
my
yeah,
my crew. They protect me. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
So that was pretty cool though, But I will
Mhm,
say this. Um,
mhm.
Don, he seems like he got it together. And remember now, these Cleons, as they, as they come
Yeah,
along, they're
they're
like,
starting to space out.
yeah,
They're not as similar as before.
right. And they have this like, this screwed up gene that someone like implanted in them as well, right?
Yeah, they wrecked them. I think because you gotta think about, like, so Day is about to become, or yeah, Dawn is about to become Day.
Right.
So like, I think his leadership still stuff starts kicking in. He's just like, yo, I gotta be boss, man. I'm
Yeah.
El Jefe. Let me start acting
Hmm.
like it.
Yeah.
And so, like, he's saying, like, he's talking to people, like, we had that meeting with the other lady from the foundation. Like, he's trying to be big boss,
Yeah.
and you can see the vibe of it. I think what I'm hoping for, because I want Lee Pace to be back to being regular.
Yeah.
So like, I'm hoping that they skip forward like 10 years, and then Lee Pace is back big boss again,
Right. Hmm.
and he's Day.
Yeah.
He's looking
Because
like Day. He's acting like Day. because like
because he's dope.
crackhead
Mhm.
crackhead days whack,
Nah, I
man.
can't.
I
I ain't
don't say
feeling him,
no to
man.
drugs,
Not
right?
in the and not in the foundation. It's still like
Yeah.
I'm watching it and I'm just like, wow. You know what? So they're taking us. All this stuff is developed. The foundation is
Mhm.
developed. We said, and we both said this like last season when we reviewed this. We were like, yo, Ignis
Mhm.
is going to be is foundation too. We said
Mhm.
that. You know.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's kind of interesting. So they're going back and forth, and like I said, like Don, he seems like he has a lot going on. He knows a lot. He has been like
Yeah, he
connecting
understands
with
a lot
like
of things.
different
He knows.
people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I remember when he went to the council and he was like, "Dude, you're gonna vote now, or when I am, day, I'm gonna get rid of you." And old boy was like, "We will have the vote today." Boom, and I was just like, "Oh my!" He just played you, man. He heard you out, right? And
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm not quite sure why Dusk doesn't want to die. I mean, I know why, but I don't know why. And in sort of the Klingon sort of space, we know. I mean, they know what they have
Mhm.
to do.
They know
They
what
know
they're
why
gonna
they.
do. That's what I'm
Right.
saying. You don't have a say in the matter.
Yeah.
Cause like where Demerzel was like, I'm a clock, man.
Mhm.
Yo. He's like, I gotta do lots of stuff, but I'm a clock. I'm on time too, yo. You're
S-
going down, my friend.
Speaking of
That was
Demoiselle,
wild.
what do you think is going on with her, man? She seems frazzled.
I like that. Episode one, Demerzel was talking to what's that? Who's that lady? I forgot what her thing is. She's like some important person in the thing,
I thought
and
she
she
was
just snatched her up and like, I'm gonna erase your mind. I'm gonna give it back to you later.
right.
But
Mhm.
I'm gonna erase your mind. And then
She wanted to talk to someone. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
as a
yeah.
robot, that's
She's
kind of
like,
cool.
there's nobody else to talk to that understands me.
Right.
So it's like, I'm gonna erase your mind. I'm gonna talk real, and I'm gonna put it back, but I'm gonna be really real in the corner, in
Right.
the bushes. I'm gonna be really real, and then I'm gonna take that away from you, which is a wild technology when you think about it.
In the be
There's an Apple TV show that's
what?
like they're erasing people's memory. That's a great show. It's called Severance. Anyways, we're getting off
Oh,
topic,
dude.
but
I'm on
that's a
Severance.
great
I love it. That
show.
joint is it's
That is a
weird. It's
great show.
it's kind of loopy
It is
too and loony.
creepy as hell.
You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, like that technology to erase your memory
Hmm.
and be able to talk to somebody, like just be as free as you want, say whatever
Hmm.
you want,
Right.
and then give them the memory back once you leave. Like that's kind of interesting. One of the things I like about Foundation is that they're using, I don't say it's new technologies, but they're showing you different things and how you would do stuff in the future, like what's capable of.
Hmm.
Like, they have their freak off place, their freak off planet.
Hmm.
Everybody loses their memories.
Yep.
Do what you gotta do, and then you go home, get some money. You know what you're doing, like right? Like
I'm
Saudi
serious.
prince down there, man.
I was
That's what's
about to
going
say
on.
something, but I'm not gonna say it. But they just, I mean, this is the new sort of like parties. You know what I'm saying? For real,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
new parties. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking this right. I'm like, Demoiselle, man, she seems
Mhm.
frazzled, and she also seems a little bit emotional too.
Yes,
Because
which is
when Dusk like
mhm,
basically, trolled her, but then
yeah.
she had a comeback. But when he trolled her at first, she was putting the prime radiant in her chest, and that's when Day walked out. He was like, "Oh, I knew you were all empty inside. I didn't know you were empty, you know." But I'm like, so she has the prime radiant, and we spoke about this like offline, and we were like,
Mhm.
okay, she has the prime radiant. What do you think she's going to do with the prime radiant? Do you think that she even, I mean, she's a robot, we know she's super powerful. She, can
Yeah,
just,
yeah,
really break these sort of codes and everything. But,
yeah.
Harry he handed the radiant to them. He's
Well,
like, oh, I
we
have
talked about this.
others.
We talked about this offline. Like
Yeah.
she's like, I can see this thing. It's the end of the. You know what I'm saying? Like it's the
Hmm.
end of our civilization. I can't do anything about it. I'm just watching it happen. Like that's
Right.
crazy
But she
from
doesn't really
their
know.
perspective, especially from Empire. Yeah,
Hmm.
like they know what's happening, and it's kind of out of their hands because like they just know something's coming and they can guess when it's happening, but they don't know what it is, who's doing it, where. Like I don't know how much they know about the mule or even the other foundation. I don't think they know anything about that
Yeah.
realistically. I just think they know about the first one.
Mhm. They're
And
about to
yeah,
know
like
about
someone
the
saying, like,
mule.
oh yeah, well, you're about to find out.
They're about to
Like,
find
no,
out.
I
You know
think
what I'm saying?
no, they do know. I think uh Don was talking about the mule. At the end of the episode, they were talking about Don was saying that
Yep.
when he heard that name, he was like, I gotta talk to you. Like,
Mhm.
so like that was fascinating. But like, it's for me, it's kind of wild because these guys are the all powerful. You're running the whole empire. You got how many worlds? Like thousands of worlds, or whatever.
For
And then you're
real.
just watching your elf come on. It's coming on down the street. Your elf's on its way. There's nothing you can do about it. Like that to me, that's crazy. Like
It
yeah. Think about it. Like these guys have the ultimate power for centuries, and then this L is coming, and he can't do
it's
anything
coming.
about it.
It's
They don't even know
coming.
what it is.
But
That's wild.
here's the thing though, right? As I'm watching
Mhm,
again, we're just 2 episodes in, and I'm just like, you know what? I don't like the foundation is powerful, right? With their
mhm.
psychohistory and
Yeah,
all this other stuff. They're powerful, right? I don't think they
mhm.
necessarily want to destroy um, the empire. I think they want to make them like less powerful, you know,
Yeah.
but not
Well
necessarily destroy them. What do you think about that?
well, the whole point of foundation is, like, everything's gonna crumble. Let's just make the crumbling last a little bit shorter than it should be,
Hmm.
because 'Cause they're like, "It's gonna be thousands of years." And make them a couple thousand years instead of whatever, however long it was supposed to be. You get, like, Dune level of 10,000 years in darkness or whatever nonsense. So, like, yeah, say, like, it'd be maybe a couple hundred years or whatever it was supposed to be. I
Yeah,
forgot. But, like, the point is the foundation was supposed to ease the
like in
stuff and,
yeah, in a
keep
couple
track of things.
in 10,000 years, I think they said 5,000 or 10,000 years. In season 2, they said that. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So, like, but the whole point of the foundation is that you're supposed to, keep art. You're supposed to, how you build buildings, like just basic
Hmm.
stuff you're supposed to keep track of. And that's you store it, and then you show everybody, hey, I know you guys are cavemen again. This
That's
is how you
the
make a fire. Like,
that's the
it's
Noah's Ark of like design. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah, yeah. But that's technically what the whole thing is, right?
Yeah.
I guess that's my understanding of it. You're supposed to show people how to make fire again when they go back to cavemen and they burn everything down.
So you know what else is interesting? So Gail has been traveling in stasis for
Mhm,
like 500 years, dude. 500
mhm.
years. And I'm
That's
just
gotta
like,
suck, man.
I'm telling you, she's like, yo, I mean, last season or even in episode 1, she was
Mhm,
like, I don't want to travel by myself. I can't. She kept saying last season and
mhm.
even this season, I cannot defeat the mule by myself.
Yeah.
Well, you may have to now. So let me ask
Well,
you
she
this
has.
question
She has no choice
because
in the matter. Like,
let
Harry's
me ask
gone.
you,
Harry's done.
well, okay, that's the question I'm asking, right? So
But
remember,
Real Harry's done. The
oh, I want to
computer
ask you
Harry's
though.
still there.
I want to
Yeah.
ask you
Okay.
that
Okay.
though,
Go.
right?
Yeah. Go
Okay.
ahead. Go ahead.
Because when I was like, you're right. And I was just like, is he done? I mean, he's canceled. Like, just like, but this
Mhm.
is this is his thing, right? This is his stuff, right?
Yeah.
But remember when there was a Harry inside the vault, but then
Yeah.
Harry
He
was
disappeared.
also on Ignis.
Digital Harry.
Right. I know it's a
Young thug Harry's in the
I know
vault,
it's
right?
digital, right? But where is it digital now? Do we know where is it digital now? I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
remember, but check it out. Remember,
Yeah.
like when he was in the water, he
Mhm,
used his powers, and like we thought Harry was in the water, but he really wasn't. So we don't
mhm,
know if that's like if maybe he said to Gal, listen, you have no choice, right?
mhm.
You have no choice. You have to like go and defeat the mule, right? So
Yeah.
maybe he was like trying to push her to that point, and he sort of created this whole charade where he was old because she was like gone for 158 years, remember? And then
Yeah.
she
Yeah.
came
Yeah.
back, and then Harry was all old and frail and everything. But who knows, right?
Oh, you think that, old Harry is in her mind, like he's presenting something or projecting,
Dude, he,
astrophysicist
dude,
presenting.
he did that with Salvor. Salvor like was just totally. She was like, "Oh wow, you're actually alive." He was in the water,
Mhm.
drowned. He
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
dead. So we don't know. I'm
Okay.
listen. What's fascinating about Foundation is this, right? I
Mhm.
never I try not to assume stuff. Sometimes, some things are just like layups. You're like, oh, this is gonna happen.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
You know
pretty
what I'm saying?
straightforward. Yeah.
But like with Foundation, it's so cerebral and the writing is so good. I don't know if Harry is dead, dude. You think Harry is really dead? Like because you saw him like he just boom,
Well,
he
no.
bounced.
Yeah, he was his digital wife. Like, was his wife a robot or is she digital? I have no idea. I don't
Right.
understand
Mhm.
that. I'm confused about that time.
Well, that woman
Plot
wasn't his
point.
wife though. That wasn't his wife. That was like someone who has like she's like a
It's
higher
something
mathematician
implanted in
than
his brain.
him.
I don't
Yeah.
know. This is what I'm
Hmm.
saying. Like, I don't understand that part. I hope somebody
Right.
writes in the comments like this is what
Hmm.
this, but like, I don't know.
Hmm.
But like, he bounced with her and went through the light. So
Yeah.
who knows what he's doing or where he's at?
Right. Hmm.
Because you're
Dude,
supposed to. What does he say that she's gonna teach him how to travel through space without using like they're doing port what
she's
it's like they're
put it
folding
this way.
space whatever
She's
they're
way more
doing.
powerful than him. Way more
Yes.
powerful. I'm gonna say this. I'm not sure if Harry's dead.
Mhm.
I'm gonna put that
Well, I
out
mean,
there.
he's gonna be in the show, right? He's still in the show. They're
But
gonna show him on the TV,
right.
but
But I'm not
as
sure
far as
he's
the
dead.
real Harry, you don't know if real Harry's dead.
I'm not sure
Harry
if
won.
Real Harry is dead, Jess. I'm gonna like just leave it
Mhm,
open like that.
mhm,
So that's pretty cool. So here we go. So we know what the foundation has done. We know what the foundation has created. Um,
mhm.
the foundation has reduced the empire to like what is it, slip gates, or just like transport gates. They can't even like travel the way they used to. They have to go through these portals.
Yeah, they with the spacers or something like that. They're helping them fold space and whatever. They have to,
They
these
have no
giant
spacers
beings.
anymore. They have no
Yeah,
spacers.
they
The
can't.
spacers are
They
done.
quit.
So they have to go through these gates when they have to like travel like that, like warp speed or whatever.
Mhm.
And I'm just like, they've been reduced to that? Wow. So it's just like crazy. But the foundation still has the whisper ships. They can like, they're
They
using
can jump around. They're good.
yeah,
They're all
they
right.
have the spacers, the whole nine, and I'm just like, man, this show is like the first episode. It took a little taking though. I was like,
Mhm.
okay, I'm gonna let it ride. I'm gonna let it ride. I don't know yet, and it sort
Well,
of like
I
picked up
think
at the
the
end.
with the show, like you have to get adjusted to what the hell you're watching because it's so out there.
Yeah,
Like it's unique. There's
yeah,
no other shows like this. So like the terminology, and then you gotta think about like every show is a forward 100 years or whatever. Like it's in the future. So
mhm,
everybody that you watched last season is basically dead.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like their great grandkids are there now. So like
So,
that's how you gotta look at every season. Like they're jumping so far in time
mhm,
that most of the people that you would know of is gone. So you gotta relearn new people and figure out what they're doing and where they are. So like it for sure at the beginning of every season, it's like yo, what the hell's going on here? And slowly you kind of like I say like episode 3 or 4, you kind of get a gist of what's happening. You
mhm.
understand it, but like because they have to start over with a new fresh batch of actors every season and then tell you like, "Oh, this is 150 years. This is 300 years." Like it gets complicated and it's kind of confusing at first.
Don, he was like, yo, you know what? I have a meeting, but he went in, locked the door, and then
Mhm.
Gel came up.
Mhm.
So dude, are they about to like connect like Voltron? Like, yo, we can't like because Gail knows she feels that she cannot defeat the mule, but Harry is like, yo, you have to defeat the mule. But she's
Yeah.
like, and there is some sort of a diplomatic relationship between the Empire and Foundation. So
Yeah,
she
yeah, they're
pops
talking
up.
to each other now.
Yeah, they have a relationship, and they're like, yo, I need your help. You have a problem, I have a problem. Maybe
Mhm.
we can connect like Voltron and like, defeat the mule,
Mhm.
but man, that's gonna be a serious battle when that battle happens, huh?
So what do you think and this is my question to you. What
Okay.
do you think the third crisis is? I
Wow.
see this is great because
Wow.
we have no idea. They didn't really say, but what do you think the third crisis could be?
I think the third crisis is going to it's going to be the empire, and I think it's going to have to do with like Demoiselle and and robots, because again, I just do not
Okay.
believe that there is one robot like an entire in the entire galaxy, the
Okay.
universe, so
Okay.
but I really don't know, because it's just like, okay, so they've already sort of like I'm not going to say conquered, but like, we know Ignis is like, Foundation 2. um
Mhm.
yeah, I don't know, man. It's just like, I mean, the only thing I can think of in terms of a crisis is actually Demoiselle. I think you have like the mule, and then the other crisis or the other issue could be Demoiselle,
So that's what I was gonna say. Like I think probably the third crisis is the mule, or maybe it's not the mule. Yes, but like the mule's gonna do something, and that's what the crisis is that they have to solve.
Hmm.
Like that makes sense to me, because like it's you gotta look at it from an abstract term rather than just straightforward. Like just dumb it down of this guy's gonna stub his toe, and then this is the crisis that he stubbed his toe. Like it's got to
Yeah.
be more complicated than that.
Hmm.
Like that's how I look at it. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I'm it's just fascinating to me because it could be anything. Like literally,
Yeah.
I don't know enough about the books to be like, oh, this is coming up or whatever. Like so I don't know. And I like being fresh out of this rather than because like when I watch Dune, like I know what's gonna happen already, so it kind of bothers me. Or like like I'm like
Dude,
not
you
that it
need
bothers
like
me
your
that it's
mind
bad.
erased off Dune and whatnot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Just put a
yeah. Like
little, you
Dune
know.
Dune bothers me because I want to see this thing happen. And I don't know if they're gonna film it or what they're gonna do yet. Like this further on down the road. But like
Mhm.
for Foundation, I know about the basic concept of Foundation, but like I don't know what's gonna happen. So it's more exciting to me. And I'm glad I didn't read it yet. I'll probably read it after the show's done. But like I'm glad I didn't read it yet because I want to see this take on it, and then when I read the book, I can get something else, get a different view of it, how it's
Mhm.
supposed to be, or what Asimov actually thought about what was going to happen. So I don't know. Like that's how I look at it.
You may have to wait another like 3 seasons, dude, because I think this joint is going to be
I was
Apple's
going like
longest
7, 8
running.
seasons
I think this
easily.
may be. I mean, like there's like the runway is so long with this like series with
Mhm.
this book. They can just veer off wherever. You know
There's
what
a
I'm saying?
bunch of books. It's like, dude, there's a bunch of books, man.
Dude, I mean, like
This
The
story,
Expanse,
yeah.
like 9, 10, 12 books or something like that. But The Foundation, man, like I said, it's my second favorite show, but and that's
Mhm,
only because The Gilded Age is on, but The Foundation is off the
mhm,
chain. You have to think so much. We're here thinking
mhm.
like, what do you think? What do you think? And I love that about this show. I love that about
Yeah,
this
yeah.
show.
That it keeps me invested in what's happening
Yeah.
because of I gotta figure out what's gonna happen next and how it's gonna work and that stuff.
Keel, what are you going to rate this? Like, just give an overall rating of seasons. I mean, well, you could do one
Overall,
and two. Yeah, you could do separate one
I
and two episodes.
no, I'll put them together. I think both were nines.
Hmm.
I like what's going on. I want to know more, so like I gotta wait till I get to the next episodes to throw it up to a 10.
Hmm.
But like I like this show. Like I love sci-fi. I love space travel. Anything like that kind of stuff related. I love that. And so this is right up my alley, just by default.
Yeah,
But like it's such an interesting show, and I like their take on the future because most shows that have a thing about the future sucks.
it's corny
Future sucks a lot.
and it's
Yeah,
corny. You know what I'm
future's
saying?
miserable. People, future's Mad Max. We're past Mad Max and that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
The future, you can fly around, you can do stuff like so. Well, from everybody's perspective, at the top of the pyramid, I don't know what the level 154 on Trantor sucks, but like at the top of Trantor is awesome, right?
it's
So
pretty dope.
I like this level of future, and I love seeing the technologies and the new ideas about how you do stuff. And so like I'm all in on this show. I'll put it like that.
Yeah. I'm also going to give it a 9 because I just split the difference. That's the average. I was going to give episode 1 a 9 and episode 2 a 10. So I'm going to give them combined a 9.
Mhm,
It's one of those shows, like I said, it's the Sandman was sort of a thinkers, sort of series.
mhm,
Foundation is just super, super duper cerebral. It's just like you just have to like really, again, no distractions. You want
mhm.
that brain, you want those brain exercises, that you're looking for. This is it. Watch the show. Start at season 1, too, episode 1, right? Foundation has an awesome companion podcast, and they
Mhm.
talk about like the episode that was played, and it's just completely awesome, dude, for real. Well, there you have it. Thanks for checking out another episode of the Behind the Groove podcast. I am Basil Barrington.
I am DJ Keo.
Thanks for listening, thanks for watching, and until next time, peace.